Hey guys, Gadget Dad here with a quick review of a holster. Unfortunately, don't have great news on this. Had my hopes way up. Here's my home defense gun, which is FNX Tactical 45. So I was hoping to get a holster for it. Not that I carry it around anywhere, but it is nice to have some holster for it, just in case you go on a hunting trip or something like that. So I sought out one. Actually saw someone at my local shooting range with the gun, and he had a outside the waistband holster, so I asked him where he got it, and he told me Black Rhino. So I gave it an order. So sad to say, I've been back and forth with the company a few times. It does come with these belt loops, and it has pretty nice curve to it. It's called their tactical or concealment holster. It fits pretty flush. Actually, the holster and the belt loops work good, and they come with these others if you want to make it, where you can just slip it on, and also kind of change your height, your ride height. You do have to order it with a slant, so I believe this is the 10 degree, so very minor, but you can get it straight up and down. Mine did come with the light, so you have to put all that in. Hey, it's the FNX Tactical, here's the light. Good news is it came pretty darn fast for a gun that's not, I wouldn't say it's not mainstream, but it's not your Glock 17. So I think it was here in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, which is pretty good. I've had some take 6-8 weeks for probably not the pre-made, kind of bulk made to order. So the first time around, I did shoot a video and sent it back to him to give him a chance to get it fixed up right. Sadly to say, I got it back again and just asked for a refund. So here were my problems with it. It is weird that they had some of the problems they did. The first major problem was just way too tight. It just does not even fit. They fixed it a little bit. And again, me sending the video I think helped some, but essentially this whole section here was too tight to the point where as you try to pull it out, I mean, it's taking 2 hands. I can get it out now a lot easier, but as you're kind of pulling with 2 hands, it took a lot of effort. You could see shavings of the inside coming out. I sent them that video back, hoping they'd either remake the holster. Looks like they just shaved some off in there. So I think that if I kind of did this 100, 200 times, maybe it would get to the point where it'd be usable. It's still, even though you see me putting it in and out, it's not drawable from the holster. I'm using quite a bit of effort to pull it out and in, although maybe I'm making it look a little easy. The one thing that I have the biggest beef on is just the safety. This safety is just not in the right place, and it's something I sent them because if you watch, so safety's on right now, okay? If you watch what happens when you put some pressure against it, I just pressed in on it. Where's our safety now? Safety's off. So that's a huge issue, and I'm surprised they didn't work to fix that. They didn't do any work. I sent it back. I sent them the video showing them this exact thing, and that's a problem. You can't have the holster triggering the safety with just, I mean, watch, I just put a finger's pressure there, right here. Okay, which would just be this against my body, right? So I don't know what template they're using, but how that template, I mean, you can kind of look at it here and see that it doesn't even really match this safety. So that's probably most disappointing and why I asked for a full refund and didn't want to keep going back and forth with them, because if they're using templates and it's the one thing I can see that aren't safe, I'm concerned about the whole 9 yards at this point. So sad to say, I've heard good stuff about them. Check them out, but do be wary. Now I'm sending it back to them. That took probably a week, and then they said they were going to overnight it back, which they didn't. So then I probably 4 or 5 days. So I'm now 6-8 weeks in. So I'm glad that it wasn't something I needed for something specific. So sad to say, please do be wary about them. I don't have a good recommendation. When I do, I'll send it to you. But unfortunately, it's not as easy. I guess holster making is not as easy as I thought. I thought they'd have a template for this, a template for the light. They've done enough of these. These are pretty common lights. Regardless if they have it listed on the website, they should be able to make it with some accuracy, that they're not, you know, making it to where you can't even draw the thing, and then you got safety problems like that. That's a big issue. So hopefully the company takes that seriously. I don't know if they'll ever see this or even care about me, but hopefully the company takes my feedback to them seriously, especially on something like safety concerns. So I hope this helps for anybody considering. I know this is super specific, you know, holster, you know, a holster like this, an out of the waistband holster for an FNX tactical with a light. I know it's pretty specific, but when I look for anybody for Black Rhino reviews, I didn't see much out there. I definitely would have liked to see one with the FNX tactical. It fits pretty well. I mean, you're not concealing this sucker. I did see a YouTube video out there with a guy concealing under some big trench coat. You're not doing that. This is more just outside the waistband for other things, whether it's a competition or you're wearing it hunting on private land, but you're not concealing that thing. Nobody's getting fooled with that. Hopefully this helps someone. Take care.